Fred VanVleet is a 6'1" walking bucket who plays for the Toronto Raptors. He also happens to be Drake's identical twin. Ever since breaking out in the 2019 playoffs on the way to winning a championship, Freddie has been a pivotal part of the Raptors franchise in recent years. He made his first All-Star team last year at age 27 and overall is an extremely solid player. However, he's been struggling mightily so far this year. At the time of this video, he's currently averaging 18 points per game on the worst efficiency since his rookie season, which was all the way back in 2016. Bro's currently shooting just under 38% from the field, which as of right now is dead last in the league. The usual sniper is also currently shooting only 33% from 3. The Raptors this year haven't been great. They're currently sitting on the 11th seed in the East and are projected to miss the playoffs for only the second time in the last 10 years. Because of these struggles, there have been plenty of rumors circulating about Toronto potentially making a Wembanyama push. Honestly, if I was Masai Ujiri, I'd genuinely be considering that option right about now. With OG Anunoby making a Defensive Player of the Year push and Pascal Siakam looking like a borderline superstar, it is quite perplexing that they're struggling so much. Although there are many reasons at play, it is evident that Fred VanVleet is one of the leading factors contributing to the Raptors' struggles. Having your second option be the single least efficient player in the league is definitely not a recipe for success. So we've established that Fred is having a very down year this year. Now you're probably thinking, hey, what's up with the title? Fred VanVleet, the next Dennis Schroder? That's insane. Now, when I say Fred is going to be the next Dennis, I don't mean in terms of skill or anything like that. Fred is obviously far above Dennis in that department, even with his recent woes. What I do mean is in terms of his contract situation. A report recently came out, and it is stated that despite VanVleet's struggles and the looming possibility of an all-out rebuild, the Raptors offered VanVleet a 4-year, $114 million extension. As per NBA rules, if a player signs an extension that results in more than a 5% raise, or the extension is longer than 2 years, the player is unable to be traded for 6 months. If VanVleet signed this offer, it would seriously hamper the Raptors' chance at winning the Wembanyama sweepstakes. The Raptors knew this, of course, and still offered Fred the contract. Now, the report also states that Fred declined this offer and is looking for a 4-year, $130 million contract instead. Currently, it is actually impossible for the Raptors to offer Fred that kind of money. As per rules outlined in the CBA agreement, Fred VanVleet cannot sign an extension for more than 120% of his current contract, so the Raptors' $114 million offer was actually the maximum that they could offer. If Fred wants his $130 million, he'd have to enter unrestricted free agency to get it. Fred has a player option for next season, and there's a good chance he declines that option to enter free agency this offseason. This situation has a striking resemblance to Dennis Schroder's contract fumble of 2021. What happened was, the Lakers offered Dennis a 4-year, $84 million contract, one that was already considered an overpay in many circles. Dennis declined this $84 million and entered unrestricted free agency with the hopes of landing an even bigger contract. Dennis later signed with the Boston Celtics for $5.9 million. The subsequent year, he signed back with the Lakers for $2.6 million. If he just signed the extension and wasn't greedy, he could be making $19 million more per year on the same team. Definitely one of the biggest bag fumbles in NBA history. Unless Fred VanVleet seriously turns things around, and I mean seriously, no one's gonna offer him even close to the $130 million contract he's looking for. And if the Raptors decide to go down the path of a rebuild, even the original $114 million contract might be off the table. Things are looking very sketchy for Fred VanVleet, and if I were him, I'd just take the extension. When you're making over $100 million, what's a couple more million? It ain't worth the risk. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think Fred VanVleet is going to get offered that $130 million contract he's looking for? Do you think Fred is making a mistake in not signing the extension? Of course no one wants to see Fred suffer, but drop a like if you're at least a little excited for the potential memes. Thanks for watching everyone, this is the EXO, and I'll see y'all next time.